Well, thousands of flags have been placed on the front lawn of the Manulife offices near Bloor and Church ahead of Remembrance Day. CB24's Beatrice Vaisman is on hand with more. B.
Jamie, have a look at how just absolutely stunning this display is. It happens every year for the last decade here in front of the Manulife building. These flags placed in honor of the many servicemen and women who lost their lives in combat and in peacekeeping missions across this country. And it comes, of course, just days ahead of Remembrance Day, an important day where we honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice here in this country. I want to bring in Karen Leggett, Manulife Global Chief Marketing Officer. Thank you so much for talking to us. What a moving ceremony we just heard here as well. Tell me about this display and why Manulife makes a point of doing it.
Absolutely, would love to. We've been, this is our 10th year anniversary of actually displaying these flags on our lawn, and it truly is to remember the fallen. Every flag represents 10 fallen military personnel who lost their lives, and so that's 120,000 members of our armed forces, and it's really important to continue to honor that and signify and ensure that none of us forget that, and also part of the ceremony today is also remembering the active members that continue to keep our values and our country safe and secure and uphold values of freedom and peace and equality.
Yeah, values we hold dear in this country. There was a bugler, a bagpiper part of today's ceremony. When you talk to some of these veterans or are currently serving armed forces members, what do they tell you about what this kind of display means to them and the acknowledgement that Manulife and that Torontonians, there's been lots of them stopping by on the street to pay tribute. What do they say to you, Karen?
I think the pride is evident, and I think also just the significance of the honor and the honor that this brings to just to our country and the act of continuing to remember. Even though the military personnel from our First World Wars have passed away, there are many still very active service members, and this is really important for them to be able to have corporations, and also this is really important for our own colleagues within our organization. The pride of our colleagues of Manulife having done this for 10 years is really immense, and so we're very proud, and we'll continue to uphold and honor this ceremony that we hold very sacred.
Karen, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. So again, the ceremony just wrapping up a few minutes ago. Finance Minister Peter Bethlenfalvy also here as part of that ceremony, Jamie, to pay tribute to these veterans, but just a somber marking of the hundreds of thousands of lives lost from Canadian military personnel in the many wars and peacekeeping missions they've embarked on, which ultimately, as Karen says, upholds our values here in this country, everything we hold near and dear. And I have to say, there were dozens of Torontonians, first responders, paramedics that pulled over, essentially, to watch and just be a part of this ceremony and to say thank you. And that's certainly what Remembrance Day is going to be about as well, Jamie.
Thanks for that report, Beatrice.